Welcome to Inside Texas Golf. I'm Jeff Power.
And I'm Jamie Ratliff.
We're here at the beautiful TPC Four Seasons Resort in Las Colinas. And of course, this is home to the HP Byron Nelson Golf Championship. Of course, Byron Nelson, synonymous with golf in these parts of the country. About 200,000 people a year come out to this tournament.
The tournament is named after golf legend Byron Nelson, who actually won 11 golf tournaments in a row in 1945, which still stands as the all-time record.
You know, just down the road here, the National Invitational Tournament, Ben Hogan, of course, won that tournament 5 times. The last one in 1959 at the Colonial. We'll have more on his story coming up. Plus,
who are the up-and-coming hotshots on tour to keep an eye on? We'll have that for you in just a moment. But first, let's get a look at the amazing courses here at TPC Four Seasons Resort at Las Colinas.
one former Longhorn who calls Corpus Christi home is Phil Blackmar. He's had a pretty successful PGA career and doing quite well on the Champions Tour as well. We're now joined by Phil Blackmar, Corpus Christi native. And first of all, thanks for being with us, Phil.
Looking forward to it, Jeff. It's fun to talk to you as always.
All right. Well, Phil's 6'7" and I'm 6'5", so we thought we'd sit down for this one.
Nice to see somebody eye to eye for
Exactly.
a change.
Let's talk about the Shell Houston Open. 1997, it was your 3rd PGA Tour victory. Why was that one so special to you?
Well, you know, there were a lot of things that really stood out, Jeff. Number one is I'd lost my card in 1994, and so to come back from that at the age of 40 and win again on tour was incredible. On top of it, it was in Texas, in my home state, which I hadn't won, and that's a special deal to win in your own state and near my home, Corpus Christi, Houston. I mean, in Texas, it's a big state. You know, we kind of consider it all one, and so I had my family was there, my dad was watching. I'm playing against Kevin Sutherland. We go back for a playoff, and I hit probably the finest golf shot of my entire career. I hit a 6-iron from 187 yards with a slight breeze in our face over the water to this back pin placement to about 3.5, 4 feet. Made the putt to win. So it was incredible. And to come back and do it there in Houston, in Texas, after all that I'd gone through in 1994, I can't tell you what it meant. It meant more than even my first victory in my rookie year on the tour. It meant more than that.
You won tournaments at the Greater Hartford Open, the Providence Classic, and also the Shell Houston Open. But tell us about the 2009 victory at the AT&T Championship in San Antonio.
I was entertaining thoughts at the end of '09 as to whether really I needed to be playing golf anymore. I had a very poor year and was considering trying to get back into doing a little TV, maybe with the Golf Channel or somebody, wherever I might find a fit. And I basically had one tournament left to finish in the top 5 to get into the top 50, which would give me conditional status for 2010, or go to the tour school, which was 5 spots again, which is very, very tough to get through. And so I'm out there, I shot 72 the first day. I didn't play very well, and then the second day I went out and I missed every fairway with my driver. I hit 4 fairways, but those were with other clubs. And somehow I shot 67 and got it around. And the last day, all of a sudden, the front 9, I thought I was Jack Nicklaus or something. I hit it inside of 10 feet the first 8 holes in a row and made 5 birdies and went on to hang on at the end. And it meant so much to me personally. And again, you know, I had some family members there and a lot of friends from Corpus Christi were there. And to come back with all the stuff that I had been through and to come through like that at that last minute is, you know, to me, that I think maybe my shining moment on tour is as spectacular as Houston was in '97 and Rookie of the Year. I think maybe I'm more proud of that than anything else.
Phil Blackmar, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thanks so much, Jeff.
It was certainly good to catch up with Phil, and you know, he's still the tallest golfer on tour at 6'7".
Almost as tall as you, Lurch.
Hey, Adam's family, nice, good reference.
Inside Texas Golf continues in a moment.
This portion of Inside Texas Golf is brought to you by G-Glove, the best way to keep your club grips dry in wet course conditions. By Peters Group Marketing and Public Relations, we bring your story to life and build market loyalty. By Navajo Skincare, feel what your skin's been missing. Nourish via natural vitamins A, C, E, and K2. Rejuvenate with natural peptides from Navajo Skincare. By A Legacy of Giving, educating Central Texas children on the power of philanthropy. Help make a difference. The Dunes Condos in Port Aransas invites you to enjoy relaxation in one of 85 fully furnished 1, 2, and 3 bedroom suites with maid service. From the spacious pool and jacuzzi to the tennis courts and exercise facilities, come enjoy the closest condos to the water. Whether it's golf at the Arnold Palmer designed Newport Dunes or tossing in a line off the 1,200-foot Caldwell Pier, come get away from it all while rejuvenating in front of spectacular views. The Dunes Condos. Stay 3 and the next night is free.
Introducing the G-Glove, the best way to keep your golf club grips dry and clean while you play. Wet grass, sand, dirt, and mud all reduce the effectiveness of your club grips when laid on the ground. G-Glove is flexible and fits into your pocket or golf bag.
Slides on real easy. I can use it for 1 club, I can use it for 2 clubs.
I've been caught in the rain with G-Glove, and that's not a problem.
With the G-Glove, I can lay my clubs down anywhere.
G-Glove, it fits every club in the bag.
G-Glove is only $9.99. Protect your grip while you play. Order your G-Glove today.
Hi, I'm Tim Cusick. I'm the Director of Golf Instruction at the Four Seasons Resort and Club Dallas. And I'm here today to give you a tip on chipping the golf ball just off the green. The most important thing to remember when you're chipping is that you want to use the front edge of the club to chip into the grass. And there's some key characteristics to be able to do that to make your shot successful. The first thing that you'd like to do is that you want to try and make sure that your body is leaning forward towards your left side so that you set an angle with your body. The second thing is that you're going to set an angle with your hands. Your hands are going to be more forward at address in front of the golf ball. The third thing is the golf ball is going to be back in your stance. And the fourth thing is that your stance is going to be very narrow. That setup is going to allow you the chance to chip down into the grass to allow the ball to carry over what you don't want to putt through and run up to the green like a putt for your most successful shot when you're just off the green. Once I take my setup, one of my main objectives is I want to get the ball chipped over the area that I chose not to putt through, get it on the green and rolling like a putt as soon as possible. So I'll take my setup and my goal is to get contact with the ground and the ball at the same time, chip over the area I don't want to putt through, and get it rolling like a putt as soon as possible. To summarize the shot, when you're playing an off-green chip, your goal is to try and make contact with the front edge of the club, chipping into the grass. So you've got to set your body with the ball back, your weight forward, your hands forward, and then make sure you make contact with the ground and the ball at the same time with your hands leading through the shot. That'll pop the ball over the area you don't want to putt through and get it rolling like a putt as soon as possible. Again, I'm Tim Cusick. I'm the Director of Golf Instruction at the Four Seasons Resort and Club, Dallas. We'd love to have you come and visit our academy, Four Seasons Golf School.
This portion of Inside Texas Golf is brought to you by G-Glove, the best way to keep your club grips dry in wet course conditions. Now, the LPGA Tour first came to Dallas in 1951 at Lakewood Country Club.
Legendary golfer Babe Zaharias won that first LPGA event with a grand prize of $750.
That wouldn't even pay for a foursome these days.
But it paved the way for a lot of great women golfers in the state of Texas. Joining us now is LPGA golfer Ilhi Lee. Thank you so much for joining us. 안녕하세요. First off, let's talk about who some of your mentors are.
My favorite golfer are Sari Park and Mian Kim. I grew up with watching them win tournaments.
Now, especially in recent years, there have been so many great Korean women playing on the LPGA Tour here in the U.S. Why is that?
I think in Korea they practice very hard. There are many great players in Korea, so there is a lot of competition.
Who inspired you to play golf, and how did you get started?
I watched Sari Park and wanted to play golf, so I asked my dad, and he took me to the golf course.
Now, you play in the U.S. and the Korean LPGA Tour. Travel must be pretty difficult, so why do you do both?
there are less tournaments in US. So I play in Korea and US. Traveling is difficult. Jet lag is an issue.
2007 was your rookie year for the Korean LPGA and 2010 was your rookie year for the US LPGA. Tell us about your first year professionally in the United States.
The first tournament was okay, but the next 7 tournaments I did not make the cut. I really wanted to play on the US tour, and the 9th tournament in Canada I made the cut. And last 2 tournaments I finished 15th and 7th. I was actually in the lead after 3 rounds at the Seavers Pharmacy in California.
감사합니다. Thank you. LPGA golfer Il-hee Lee. Jeff?
Now it's time to answer last show's trivia and congratulate our winner. The question was, what is the first PGA tournament of the 2011 season on the PGA Tour? The answer is the Sony Open in Honolulu, Hawaii. Congratulations to the winner who received 2 free rounds of golf at TPC San Antonio.